And we do find a match immediately. And ooh, it's gonna be Pajada. Alright, Pajada. Good luck, have fun in the match. I saw that he was just watching. And there he is indeed. So yeah, good luck. Let's see here. Colosseum, we don't have Barbarossa. Pretty sad. Great Wall, Himeji. We have Darwin, Pierre, Marlene, Hollywood is here. So Mandela and Kubotan. We have Red Cross, Ocean Liner and Maria. Isabella, but no Suez. Okay. So what does he take here? Tough choice indeed. Don't know what I would be taking. I guess the rich land, yeah. Meaning I will get the Acropolis, so maybe I can show how it can be used to more effect than in the game before. Let's hope so. Alternative is probably, I don't know, Ashoka stockpile, leaves Acropolis on 2. Yeah, so that is the alternative, I think. But I think I'd rather just have the Acropolis. Colosseum will come out, so we can see if he wants to wait for that. There's no Zhishka, right? No Zhishka. So I don't think I want Sun Tzu. I think I'd just go properties next turn. Could also Boudica. No, depends on what he does here, of course. He could go. I mean, maybe Colossus Homer can be something. Or Hanging Gardens Homer. Use all the happy face for some early military. Hey Waldsmouth, yeah, you made it just in time to witness this epic match. Games vs Pajada are always exciting, in my opinion. So, yeah. Glad you're here for that. Yeah, with Pajada you always think that he's gonna do something military-wise, but that's not always the case. But... oh, as he proves me wrong perhaps. Goes for the Colossus. Could go Colossus and Caesar next turn. I could go Boudica and try to counter that play by building the 3 units. The thing is you don't have population for that, so I think I just go with properties. And I have that Acropolis to maybe defend a little bit. But that's why Pajada chooses red. Red is the color of aggressiveness, so that you think it's always gonna be aggressive. Maybe, yeah, maybe that is one part of the game I never really considered. Taking the color that is maybe playing with the thoughts of your opponent. Okay, he goes for Sun Tzu, not for Caesar. It doesn't... ooh, this is wild. He's doing wild stuff. Get that free religion. I still want the lab as well. And you could just say no to the ions. Just grab our engineering genius. So that we can finish the Acropolis next turn. Play without iron. Let's do it. It can be risky. These are some really early irons. At least he doesn't have the science to go for them yet. And then if he takes this iron, the monarchy will come down to 1 for us. And of course I want that with the Acropolis. Markets. Could go for Columbus. I have a colony, not the best one. I want to replace the properties, I think. Could also just wait one turn with Columbus, but grab in and have the wealthy territory as a backup plan. Okay, will denies the monarchy, also skips the iron. What a crazy world. So we can finish this. And then I think I want the iron now. Look at that, and Columbus, as we said. Let's cut these cards. Keep one more turn with Procrates. Have Columbus and have the wealthy territory as a backup plan. I mean, a lot of big rock boost isn't necessarily bad if you find the right timing for it. Warfare, okay. Here's a free work and we don't. That's not bad for him. At least our wonder gives us 1 strength, so that actually can help us at the moment. If we were sitting on just 1 strength and he gets a free warrior, maybe a tactic here, just the 1 strength is helping. And the next one is just going to be upgrade iron, so yeah, hope to not get punished too much with this early strength push. And behind that we will get iron and hopefully get a very good infrastructure, and have to make that worth it. Have to find a way to, yeah, really use the extra rocks, and I think we can manage that. If we get some more population, that would be great. So we can wait 1 turn with Columbus, see if we can get vast territory inhabited, something like that. Okay, he's finally building a second lab, perhaps irrigation. So he did get a little bit stronger, but thankfully we are still able to defend. So we go for Columbus, because the Procrates is not doing anything anymore. Upgrade these 2. We don't have population for printing press, but we can go for alchemy in 2 turns. We should use that. Alternatively, we could go for alchemies first. I mean, that's not bad. I think I like that even more, because like this, we have enough science to go for iron. Next turn we can just use Columbus, get the wealthy, and then upgrade all the iron. I think in this case that makes sense. Usually I would go for iron first, but here, because we will get this boost of 6 rocks, I like this way more. I mean, maybe we get another colony here, but if not... Okay, we do. Then I will go for inhabited, and then it's still fine in my opinion, because I can just still upgrade 1 iron, so it's better to go for inhabited. Okay, last development is rocks. Okay, doesn't help us with more iron. But yeah, there's no question to use inhabited here. Yeah, the 1-time boost is better with the wealthy. But in a couple of turns we will be looking at no population and a lot of rock production anyway. So I'd rather have the inhabited. Let's see if he will go for irrigation perhaps. He will, and cartography, okay. Takes corruption for this, so there's a bunch of colonies to come. There's no chance for us to win any of these, because he has 3 colonization force. He's skipping knights, okay, that's also interesting. I want the breakthrough and a knight though. Yeah. Maybe I can still get a tactic with knights. We can't defend here. I could build a warrior. Could also skip knights. I mean, we're not drawing a tactic, especially if I do this. We are not gonna draw a tactic, and he will upgrade a tactic without knights. And get the breakthrough. Hey Skuren, yes, you missed one game. That is true, but you're here still early for the second game with Pajada. And it's looking like it's gonna be an exciting one. You could also go for Great Wall, that would be... Yeah, that looks promising. Oh, Himeji. Himeji could even be better. But I imagine that he takes one wonder here, either Forbidden City, but I think Pajada doesn't like Forbidden City. Okay, yeah, here we have no chance. Yes, the colonization, even if we send everything, we will not be able to beat that, so we can just pass. Might look stupid, but if you realize that even a warrior is a colonization force of 4, we would just give him information. I mean, like this, he has the information that we can't send more than 4. But he doesn't know we have that one card. So yeah, great start for him now. Getting the value out of the Vast, getting the value out of Cartography and Colossus. Is he gonna take a wonder here? No wonder from him, just pop, pop, pop. And build 2 more warriors. Probably because he wants to spend his MAs in age 1. Of course, I don't play the wealthy here. So I would like the Great Wall too, but I think it's too many civil actions. So I think I'm gonna go Himeji here. I probably also want the Theocracy, just to get some value out of Acropolis. And this helps me getting more cards and everything. Helps me defend. Means no big reproduction yet. Did I go Alex? No, I went Hippocrates, so I still have these 3 yellow cubes sitting here, and then I got the inhabited from Columbus. That's what has been happening up to this point. Can I get code next turn? Probably not, but I can't go for this turn. Yeah, I have to be careful with my civil actions, so that is one reason to go for Himeji over Great Wall. And then it could be argued that it's not worth 2 civil actions to go for Theocracy. I think for 3 science it is worth it. Immigration could be very useful here. Culture and safety, exactly. And cards, maybe I can contest the next colony, but again, nope. That is a strong start for him, getting a Vast and the developed territory for just a warrior. And the way it's looking, there might come even more colonies. I mean, there's not that many left, right? There's historic and strategic, okay. So the 2 worst ones probably are left. And it's not that likely that there's more. But that does give him a science boost. It gives him exactly enough to go for monarchy this turn. Yeah, strong start for him, but also not a bad start from us. Don't get me wrong, we have inhabited. We have a healthy yellow bank thanks to the inhabited, and thanks to your properties we have iron. Okay, he shows a tactic. Goes for touch. Okay, goes for swordsman. We'll end the age. Draws new cards, of course. I could put in the immigration here. I think I should do that. Honor conflict. He also gets that now. That is strong for him. I think we have to rebuild. We need more rocks, so I think I have to rebuild these, delay the magic castle a bit. Could go for swordsman. We have the red, so I don't have to worry about that, and then frugality. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 we can defend. 12 rocks. Yeah. At least we have the 6 rock protection. Getting that up is very important. So that's my top priority. We also have a lot of science. 12 science now in the bank. Just have to find a way to use that. Perfect would be some blue tags. Also a new leader is important. Maria Theresa could work. We get 2 population immediately. Raiders, okay. Okay, he got the perfect first event stack. 2 territories that he easily won and 2 strength events. Yeah, makes this game rough. Definitely paid the Colossus and I guess the cartography paid off. Not so hard with Sun Tzu, yeah, I guess. With Sun Tzu you have the option to have a lot of... you see a lot of the events, and then if you get the right ones, that's very strong. At least he doesn't have too much science yet. He could finish Taj Mahal and then try to get Howard College next turn. So alchemy instead, okay. Yeah, just upgrade some things. Sure, works as well. Do we push? I don't know if we do. I mean, what would we be pushing? Could even think about iconoclasm. If I go Maria Theresa, she will be good in the beginning, but not later on. Let's see what we do here first. So we lose the rocks, I think. Could go Maria Theresa. I don't know if that's worth it at the moment. We don't need to pop, that's true. Could also just build another... no, we can't. Not enough rocks here. Go for swordsman this turn. I mean, I want to build them with Maria's rocks next turn. I could just... Hey, attacks, maybe a turn in the Himeji. Yeah, I also don't hate that. We have to be very careful with our civil actions. I do think it makes sense to elect Maria Theresa this turn, so we get the extra rocks next turn. But then just building one stage also doesn't seem bad. The question is still, do I want to push? Guess we don't. If it's immigration, I would rather have Maria Theresa when the immigration hits, so we get the 1 science. But in this case, Maria is more for the extra rocks at the moment. She won't be giving us too much science. Terror, okay, yeah. Thankfully, we have a free population, so we can lose him and regain him. But yeah, the hurting train doesn't stop. It continues where it left off. First the colonies, then the strength events, and we're losing everything. (16 science). Let's hope the next card is not something like Dark Ages. That would hurt our science. Goes another warrior, okay. I think now we can push. I think it's still gonna be iconoclasm. Migration, nice. So we lose a pop, we gain a pop. You could say not much has happened with that, but we do get the one science and culture. And then I could go Cav. Could also finish the Magi. I think it's do I want to build an extra swordsman. And with this tactic I could also develop swordsman, upgrade 2. This also works, I guess. Or just build one so that we are stronger. Could also be... Because if we copy this, we are stronger. Guess that makes sense. We have our tactic, we don't need all the card draw we can get. Going like this is okay. Okay, strategy. There are some blue ticks. These are the ones that we need. I guess even better would be Cornmon or Justice System would be good. Pick up breakthrough, okay. So he's not afraid, so there's probably no more strength events. Negation's too late, yeah, probably. And there could always be more colonies that he drew with the Colossus or something. The biggest problem for navigation is we would have to grab it for 2, I guess, and then develop it for 1. That's 3 civil actions, and we just don't have those. What would be great? Okay, he goes for strategy immediately. And another 2 warriors. This guy likes spamming warriors now. Do I push? There's Republic, there's Justice. Because I don't want to push the Cold War here. Okay, we can't get stronger like this. Alright, we're missing 1 rock to do this. Damn. I guess also 1 military action. But this sucks. My breakthrough looks great and frugality as well. Frugality means we can pop next turn and build 1 farm and pop 1 turn after that again. Can show this already, right? Yeah, skip the cap, yeah. If you have government denial, no real fear. The government that was out is the Republic. I don't think I can really go for Republic anyway. It is a pretty big military game, and if we go for Republic and he already has the strategy, I don't know if we can even go for that. And there's Conmon. And yeah, we already have a... Oh, come on. We already have the theocracy, which is not a great government, but it is a government. It's not like we're sitting on despotism and really... I mean, we do want the Conmon, but it's not like without we are not having anything, so I think it's okay. Rest of the leaders is pretty late, so he's still sitting on Isabella. How does it decide who's the weakest? Well, on his turn, we are the weakest. So when it's your turn, you always win the draw. Which can also be bad, because you win every draw. So if there is a terrorism, you win the draw to be the one with the most culture. So you get something destroyed from yourself. Okay, this upgrades all of these. Well, do I push? I think I have to take risks, and that means I have to push. The only it's H2 cards, so I was worried about Call to Arms, because that would mean no Conmon, but like this, I think it's alright. National. Not great. Maybe I should have just waited, I don't know. I guess I have to pay him science. Can't give him my rocks. What I also really like would be Statue of Liberty. Can we afford that? And Justice System is also great. I guess Statue has a big problem. We would have corruption. I guess too many downsides. I can also just go Justice System. There's Ocean Liner still. I could also go Ocean Liner. Thing is, I don't think I want to use the Frugality because the next turn I can't increase. Probably if I just wait one turn, this gets solved. Need to go 2 Swordsmen right now. Well, I want to use the extra rocks though, right? I draw 1 less card, but I think that's okay. So I also need Happy Faces. I would just take Engineering Genius, but there's the Organized Religion. And it's the last real Happy Face solution, so I think I have to grab that. And then maybe the Navigation. I don't know if I will ever go for it. Let's do this. There's Napoleon. There's the Ocean Liner. At least, still it's gonna be an alchemy. He's winning every single event. Yeah, I mean, not immigration and I guess scientific breakthrough, but now the international negotiations and then terrorism. If it had been the other way around, how much culture did I gain? Yeah. I think, yeah, but it should have been the other way around. Terrorism first, or even Iconoclasm, I would have been fine with that. Yeah, now the age will probably end. We will see if he is gonna go for an H2 leader. On top is the Echo, maybe on top. Yeah, one of the top cards is Iconoclasm. And is he gonna end? He still has to finish the Taj Mahal for 2. I mean, maybe he won't end. Could just go Cook, perhaps. Yeah. Probably better than Napoleon at the moment. If he goes Cook, I mean, there's the Waller territory in our hand. I don't know if we can really use it. Could go Navigation. We do have the Himeji Castle. Well, we will see first what he does now. If he's gonna go for Cook, if you're gonna avoid the Iconoclasm, I mean, there's 3 leaders left. Maybe he wants to go for Darwin? No, probably not. So if he waits, then we have the problem. Do we push if he hasn't elected his H2 leader yet? I'm still not sure if he will push. If he will end the H. He has already pushed. Okay, seems like a hard turn for him to think about. And I think you finish the Taj Mahal. It's not gonna be great. I mean, a Taj Mahal at the end of H2 is not really that great. So you could also just let it fall. Yes, you invested 2 rocks into it already, but okay, he will finish it. Goes for Cook. He will elect Cook as well, and the H will end. Oh, but he's not gonna get stronger here. So let's push. Autonomous. Okay, okay. Another great one for him. Oh, how much can I send? So I really want to make him pay a full legion. I think he would be willing to send that. So that would be 6, 7, 8, 9. Plus 3 is 12. Plus another 2 is 12, 15, 17. I think I have to go high here. Oh, come on. Really, 16? 16, not 17? Ah, so close. So close. I should have gone 1 lower. Well. That was expensive. At least you get a lot of science thanks to Maria here. Hello, Weinbaum. I mean, we can rebuild immediately. Get the wave, get the reserves, get the urban growth. Maybe develop organized. Oceanline, I'm not sure anymore if that's not too late now. I think Oceanline is too late at this stage. Oceanline with Engineering Genius. I mean, I think I have to rebuild the full military because of aggression. Then just the Oceanliner and Engineering Genius. I mean, we will lose Maria Theresa. I guess that is... we can still finish it next turn. It's not super late. Can I pop once less and take wave? I could do that, yeah. It's 1 less science from Maria, but we'll have corruption then. The wave seems pretty, yeah, important. True. And then I finish this next turn with the engineering, use the wave to build more military. Yeah, I think there's potential here. Yeah, typical Pajada game. Sitting on only swordsman. Nothing else needed. He has now 7 culture production. He will lose that when he goes for the iconoclasm. He has a pro sports. Remember, there is Mandela and Coubertin. Other H3 leaders, I mean, you can always go for Churchill. Fleming and Marlene and Sid Meier are not that easy to use anymore. Balance doesn't seem too good. Progress. And we did lose, if there was no terrorism and we wouldn't have lost our alchemy, things would be looking a lot better. But that is 6 rocks that he might not have to rebuild. So now, interesting question, if he doesn't push, which it looks like, guess we don't push and get more signs from Maria. Like we can increase population once normally and then one more time with the ocean liner. Should be worth it to not push here. Oh, he's not pushing. Very interesting. Oops, tanks. Okay, has had enough of these swordsmen. Worth to get selective at this point? I don't think so. No. I think at this point with the EG with the ocean liner we have enough invested into population growth. There's a lot of great cards here. Could we go for war? Oh guys, look at that. Could maybe go for war. We get the 1 Air Force. Could even use the wave. Yes, Pajada is merchant. He has some rocks in hand. He could copy our tech, but I mean he can't really go for new tech because current tech is giving him 6 strength. Swordsman for castle or a colony. Yeah, I guess colony is not a factor, but yeah, for the castle we can sacrifice the swordsman. And he already has heavy phase issues. Sure, he can maybe go for pro sports now. I think this is a great. We don't want to push anyway, and that's where we go for the easy upgrade from the Air Force. I think we have to try this. Maybe we can catch him off guard here while he's trying to transition. But as I said, the transition is not easy, even if he has... Okay, if he has defensive army, he can go for 2 defensive armies, if I see this right. But 2 defensive armies is 6 more strength than he has now, plus 2 cannons. So we should win this war, especially if we sacrifice. And if he's not pushing again, we don't have to either. We could even sacrifice a big unit to be weaker again, to get the extra rocks from Maria again. Yeah, we are doing some good work here. Things might be looking up. Sneaky, yeah, it is a little bit sneaky, yeah, definitely. I don't think he expected the war, but let's see. He will go for tanks and pro sports, and will lose this war quite badly. Sacrifice this to steal 3 yellow cubes. Again, I think we don't... Wait, I could also just sacrifice this guy, then we are weaker. And I don't think we push, we get too much here. 3 science and culture from Maria, that's better than pushing. Okay, and 3 rocks. Yeah, this looks good. Can get the revolutionary idea. Engineering genius. Flaming and multimedia. That's pretty expensive, right? And the thing is, if we don't prepare the iconoclasm will come out at some point, and we're not ready for it yet because all the good leaders for us are too late. I guess you could go for one multimedia next turn. This is problematic. This is problematic because then fast food chains is the last wonder. I guess he has problems going for wonder anyway, but us, we could go for one, but yeah, we can only really go for fast food anyway, and he could just deny that. And he will still have to deny it. Go for Flim to save a CA, yeah, but I think the other part overweighs. Like, I mean, in some kind of world he still doesn't push. We could get more out of Maria theoretically. But yeah, I think this is fine. Warver culture is also very helpful here. There's Churchill now. He of course has military build-up now, so he can upgrade or build a couple of tanks. Potentially copy our tactic. I don't think he has a new one. So wars might be hard to use, but I think we have found some alternatives with Fleming and multimedia. And he can't go for war against us. And he doesn't have a lot of rocks. Like, the only rocks he really has are for military. So we now go for multimedia. We can win the input of culture. Input of balance, probably not. But input of tech, also not that easy. But still the input of strength in last position, easy to win. So we have 2 great impacts at least. It's super weird that he's still not pushing. I don't know if he's too afraid of this, or if he doesn't have anything to push. But he's not pushed in like 2 or 3 turns. He has to deny that, goes for Marlena. But culture should be ours though, right? Don't see how he wins culture, I guess. Yeah, I mean, he loses James Cook. Is strength more secure? No, probably not. So probably should be culture. So we do this. We can grab. Could go for engineering. Oh, hey, Lemmings! Nice to see you. Engineering could be very important, especially if he wants to go for Pierre and build a couple of pro sports. But engineering means we can't go for another multimedia next turn. Alternative would be reserves. We also get the revolutionary idea. Could use this time to also use the revolutionary idea. And we are sitting on 10 culture production now. Going down in all, I mean, reserves are very flexible, so there could still be a war. I'm a little bit afraid that he gets both reserves here and can finish his fast food chains later on. Having the threat of the war with culture is always good. I guess we still have some time. Balance won't be happening here. You played a chess tournament and you did horribly. Oh man, that doesn't sound great. Underperforming in tournaments is always rough. Small consolidation. Yeah, at least you've got that still. Civil unrest, okay. So many reserves. But his hand is relatively full. Oh, yeah, right. He can't. I thought he could go Pierre. He can't go Pierre. He has Marlene. Right. Marlene only for military, then I guess. So does he plan to still go for a war? Seems too expensive, especially versus our Imachi. So probably just a defensive Marlene from him. He once again got a little bit lucky with his civil unrest here. Let's see if he gets stronger, then I don't know if we can push. Do we end the age? Can we end the age? If we can, then that is definitely a possibility. You saw I uploaded 2 new YouTube videos. Yes, those World Championship Tournament games. Yeah, it's quite a bit of work. Also means at the moment I don't have the time to also do new like short videos for the leaders and such. But yeah, trying to upload the World Championship games. Probably not the 2-player games I was thinking. Like all my games have finished, so it's 2 4-player games and 3 3-player games. I think I'm gonna upload those, but probably not the 2 players. They were pretty one-sided, I have to say. The World Championship 2-player games weren't the toughest ones, so I don't know if it's worth it making videos of those. Anyone still on the track to score perfectly in both stages 1 and 2? I don't know. It would be interesting to see, yeah. Input of tech doesn't look bad. Yeah, it could work. He's sitting on 10 science though, and we're sitting on 12, so maybe we can make that a little bit better. We do have revolutionary idea in hand as well, so I could push that. And then I guess I even push if he gets stronger. Like even if he wins the Cold War, it's a 50-50 for the Cold War, which makes input of tech a little bit worse. Weinbaum has lost, or has not won a game. Interesting. But yeah, there probably are some. There's a lot of players, so someone is probably still running a perfect game. Okay. Is he threatening us? Well, he has a war, a bit of variety. What do I push? I guess I push technology. Hope it's not Cold War, and it's not. Nice, lucky for once. We can also be lucky for once. Could we end this now? Like, how do we lose if I end it now? We can't finish fast food. I have to take a lot of cards though. Or it would involve the civil service, reserves, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, this doesn't work. Then it doesn't work, right? We can't grab enough cards. And this is part of it, yeah. So it can't end. Alright, so take some more time. Take one more turn. Can he... I still want to get stronger here, definitely, because of the Cold War. and because of input of strength in hand. Like this I get stronger. The reserves, satellites, develop those satellites, can even save 1 unit then. I just go for the satellites. Or should I go for civil service? Yeah, I want to deny those reserves. This way I get both. Still need to get stronger. So maybe something like this. Okay, the revolutionary idea. This way I also set up for a good input of progress, I think. And he still has to be afraid, right? Now we are threatening him with a war and another army. So he kind of has to balance all of that. He has to be prepared for war. I guess that involves going for the air forces. And he has to probably be prepared to finish the fast food chain. So I think we're looking pretty good now. Always go for civil service. Yeah, I was wondering if you would comment on that, but I did go for it here. My only blue tech before that was also the justice system, so that feels wrong if you have no blue techs besides justice system, and then you go for the civil service instead of nice things like engineering or satellites. But this is how we ended up here. Always go civil service. I don't really see a way for him to win at this stage. Culture is very good for us, he can't take that away from us. Okay. So he's ready to finish his wonder. That is maybe the only way he can find a win. But he doesn't have a lot of rocks, so if we just go for the war here, he can even go for military theory and satellites. Yeah. Well, sorry Mr. Pajada, but we get this war with 73 strength. It was very competitive for a while. I was worried when he started this game with winning fast and developed territory and then strength events and everything, but we did stabilize. And I think the big factor was the war that we won. That was a huge turnaround. You didn't even notice the opponent was Pajada? Yeah, it's Pajada. So let's win the input of culture. Yeah, the beginning was rough, but thankfully we built up a good economy. We got ourselves the inhabited. The one turn that was questionable is the autonomous, but it turned out to be not that bad. I think a lot of this also comes down to Maria. Maria gave us so many rocks to build military, to rebuild the army. And I think we also played pretty well with her, so yeah. The many swordsmen should have made suspicious. Yeah, if you see this, you should check the name and see it's Pajada. Or maybe it's I'm also sometimes a follower of the Pajada style game, so could also be me with so many warriors. Okay, so here we can even sacrifice Air Force, 30 strength. Look at his hand again. Yeah, you know he played variety. And we can even play him plus strength. Win the refugees as well. All the good things. Is there gonna be happiness? Probably not. Probably gonna be something else, and it doesn't matter. So let's end this here. So yeah, GG Pajada, but I think we prevail here. I'm pretty sure we do. Colonies, then strength, then variety 16, 18, and then finally technology 20 to 12. Yeah, I think the biggest factor here was that stolen colony. That wasn't stolen. I had to pay so much for it. That wasn't a steal. That didn't seem like a steal to me, Pajada. Yeah, I think a little bit too many rocks. You didn't upgrade your production, and then well, we got a lot of rocks for free thanks to Maria and then Wave. Well, yeah, those salesmen. They brought you well into H2, but then we found that transitionary wall where we stole 3 yellow cubes, which was also pretty great. So yeah, as I said, I think we played pretty well. We had some issues early on, versus the early colonies and the early strength events, but overall we were able to manage that. So let's get our puntos. Come on. Doesn't want to show me the puntos. I want to see those puntos. First 12 events lost, but then we won the game. Yes, this is already the second game. So 24 points plus 30, not bad at all. So 1780 ranking. Yeah, maybe I will try to stream again. I can't stream tomorrow, maybe on Tuesday. I guess there's a full week left, or not a full week, but some time left to maybe get out of this decay and try to get some high puntos, because like this I'm actually in the top 4 at the moment, and it should be possible to go into top 2. First spot is super hard to win this season now, but yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the game, enjoyed both games, and enjoyed the stream. This will be all for today. I had a lot of fun, so yeah, thanks for stopping by, and see you guys next time.